Welcome to Stalwart Pachyderm's Let's Play Stardrive 2. I'm going to be starting up a new campaign in 1.1. It's been out for a little over a week now, I believe, and I've been super busy with schoolwork, classes, and whatnot that I just haven't been able to get to play it. And I was originally going to do this episode immediately as soon as it came out, 1.1 came out, but I got bogged down with schoolwork and it came out a day later than I thought it would. So with that being said, let's see how good 1.1 patch is and if it can stop me in my galactic conquest. Alright. I have no idea who I even want to play here. We're going to play a stock race. I had a request for stock Chukk. So, let's go ahead and do this. Stock Chukk. Go. And we're just going to do a standard size. House stress normal. Wow, it's been a while since I even looked at this. Alright, brutal difficulty. We want to make sure we have a tough game. We could crank it up to 8, I guess, in max system size. The only reason I'm hesitant to do max system size is those games just take so long. And most of the time spent in those games is at the end game, where you're basically just going around taking planets, and there's really not a whole lot to do. So I think we're going to do actually 6 opponents with a 70 system count. That gives 10 systems per player, basically. Should be good. The Chukk affiliation. So the thing I always loved about the Chukk is that they are the insects that not only do they want to trade with you, but they also want to eat you. It's a very interesting concept, being both the buyer of their goods and the source of their goods, as it were. Alright, so we have a poor homeworld, which means that we are going to not be using our homeworld as our economic powerhouse. We need to find a place to use for our economic powerhouse. Send an exploration ship out. I was hoping that we'd be able to move a worker down out of food production, but I guess not. Pardon me, I have got the hiccups for some reason. Alright. And we'll go ahead and leave our freighter, our colony ship here. Choose our research. We're going to go ahead and start Automated Rover Bay. I was debating between starting Automated Rover Bay or Aeroponic Farm, but we're on a poor homeworld, so the flat bonus would give us the most rather than a worker. Asteroid Belt, not a bad find, but not very useful for us either. We're actually looking for... Best case scenario would be our first colony would be our economic powerhouse in the future. They get the maximum time to grow, basically. For another turn. G and N. Okay. And next turn. Next turn. What do we have here? Anything useful? Not really. Oh my goodness. Still nothing. Ultra poor huge tundra. It's worse than our homeworld. Alright, I think we're gonna have to set for our second colony being our powerhouse. If we even find one. Oh my goodness. Oh, the game hates me. Alright. This start is almost reminding me of the human game. Oh, that human game start was so troll. Well, we have found the first enemy player. Humans! I mean, nano caches are pretty good. So, +1 production per worker across the Empire per resource controlled. That's 2 right there. Nox seems good for missiles. I keep accidentally mousing off to the right of the screen, and since I have a second monitor over there, it doesn't do anything. That's why my controls are being a little awkward. I'm not in the habit of using my WSD right now to scroll. Helium-3, 10% fuel efficiency, not really that important. Still nice, but not really that important. Back to root. Could be useful, but we do have bonuses to population growth, I believe, so... Don't we? Yeah, we're fertile, so we really don't need that, per se. Well, is that going to be a nice planet, or is it going to be bad, too? Alright, so we got delicacies, which pretty nice. Limba seeds, which are really nice. That goes +1 food production per worker across the Empire right there. Just that planet. So, it's abundant, heavy G, huge tundra, huge desert, abundant, heavy G. So this planet right here, this system right here, I should say, Alpha 1 and Alpha 3, are going to be absolutely amazing, actually. Kind of sucks that they're heavy G, though. Oh, there's a new event. I haven't seen this one yet. An ancient station. It would have been easy for your fleet to pass over what appears to be just another field of space junk, but of course, no self-respecting sales bot would let you pass its place of business without snaring your ships in a powerful tractor beam and informing you via radio that the time for savings begins now. The beam carefully guides your vessel through the junk field until you come upon the massive wreck of an ancient space station. Scanners indicate that the hangar bay and some attached compartments are pressurized, and it is here that the tractor beam finally deposits your vessel. You notice several other ships of origin parked within the bay. Some appear quite old, but others look relatively new. Piles of junked parts litter the floor, and teams of robots are moving throughout the bay in a chaotic fashion. You notice one team of robots slice the starboard nacelle off a nearby corvette, only to watch another team come by a moment later and weld the nacelle back into place. The moment they finish, the first team of robots returns and sets to slicing off the nacelle. This place appears to be a madhouse, and you set your marines to ensure that no robots approach your vessel for any unnecessary refits. Your caution seems unwarranted, however, as the moment your ship couplings are secured, all the robots cease their work and line up in 2 rows as if they were an honor guard awaiting your arrival. Their ranks form rapidly leading the wall. Wow. It seems that you are expected. Oh my goodness. What in the world? Pretty large double-barreled magazine loader. So I'm guessing this is quicker reload rates on missile launchers, a system you can put on your ship. Interesting. I wonder what that is. Something to improve the morale of your ships? Is morale of ships a thing now, I wonder? Huh. I'm guessing this is probably a way to get early access to the ammo fabricator, which without huge amounts of power is pretty useless. I really want to know what this is. Oh my goodness. Okay, I believe that is our Corvette size shields, which should be a 1x1 shield generator. Wonder what that is. Is that a fusion engine or something better, I wonder? Hmm. Hmm. I wonder what that does. Like lower cooldown on projectile weapons, maybe? Not missiles specific, but projectile specific. Wonder what armor that is. Alright, walk cautiously away and head back to the ship. Okay, we are definitely going to be getting those. It's going to be expensive, but we're going to do it. Alright, since we're on this side, we're going to go over there and inspect that, and you are going to come down here. Alright, we got our rover base. Excellent. And there's Volfar out there, folks. If anyone here has watched my Volfar run, you will know all about them. How they really are nasty, if played right. Who knows if the AI can play them right yet, but, you know, we'll see. Also, I wonder if they fixed the bug where they weren't giving... where their special wasn't working right. Alright, so our next one is going to be... You know, we do have a lot of population on our planets, which means we're going to scale better with soil enrichment, and aeroponic farms aren't really going to be that useful comparatively. Like, I really like aeroponic farms, but I think in this case, since our first 4 colonies, our homeworld and our first 3 colonies, are all going to be large farmable worlds, that combined with the Bacta root will be enough to justify the soil enrichment on those colonies to produce. They'll basically be our breadbasket, basically. So. Trilithium, very nice. I'm a fan of Trilithium. I do like it. Let's go through that wormhole and find out what's there. And ultra poor, tiny poor, ultra poor, or no, ultra rich. Sorry, ultra rich. I was gonna say ultra poor asteroid belt. No, ultra rich asteroid belt. All right. Oh, that thing. Infested derelict. Alright, and then we will go actually visit that one next. The Enforcer. He's actually really, really good. For his early game cheap cost, he is very, very strong. Here's where I stumble around. Oh, I didn't actually hire him because I don't have the 200 BC. I thought I hired him. Well, never mind me. This one moves. It's quite good to get, though. Yay! What a beautiful little sun. Alright. Here I've been mismanaging this guy. Forgot to get him moving again. Another Noxium. More Trilithium. Port Sorrow. A very large crystal fleet. And we have some Crucias inside that storm field. Interesting area down there. We're not interested in it right now. We're going to go down here. That's very nice that we found Port Sorrow, actually. So, if we need to, we can actually go there and get Class 2 shields once we get some BC. We actually need to get this finished up. I don't want to spend the BC on it because I want the BC for hiring the leader. Colony ship, please. Discuss. Interesting. So he offered me a deal that he would take where I paid him 50 BC. And I was like, oh, can I tweak that to make it more favorable for me? And the answer is big fat nope. In fact, he won't even take it when I propose 50 to him, so I don't know. Here we've got the Galactic. They are a minor civilization. Head back to Chul. I've got some pirates on our tail. Scurry pirates! Latinum. He's faster than us. My. Alright, let's get ourselves that hero. There we go. Higher. Alright, excellent. Assign you. Well, that's interesting. The galaxy appears to be full of really terrible planets. Kind of unfortunate. Alright, so we have 2 turns until we get our second population here, which will be a farmer. Which means we no longer need to have any farmers producing extra food over here. Nope, can't do that though. Alright. Yeah. We want to keep a little bit of production going. Or, sorry, research going, even though that's not going to be our main focus for a while. Our main focus for now is getting both of these colonized. That'll be our main focus. A secondary focus really would be to get this one colonized. 6 population and automated ancient mines on it already. So that will help counteract the ultra poor debuff on it. And then after that, we need to pick up our peripheral, that one, peripheral asteroid belt, and the asteroid belt down here, right? Yeah, ultra rich. And this one, abundant rich, or abundant low G, nano cache, the double nano cache. That one's really important. This one's good because it's rich. This one's really good because it's ultra rich. But this one's the best because it does have the nano caches. So, actually, colonizing that planet right now for our next colony ship would actually increase the rate at which we produce everything else. Which is important because we have a poorer homeworld. I think it'd be worth it, actually. Thinking about that, I think that's worth it. If we colonize that next, and then both of these, then that one and that one. All right. Racial profiling. Ah, good old polyps. Are they just charmingly naive, or is that apparent innocence all a sinister deception? Well, if you'll look back to my literally green campaign, I believe you'll know the answer to that one. Oh man, that campaign was too much fun. Alright, now that we're refueled, let's go exploring down there. You know, not happening, and I'm not feeling threatened. You're a little far away for me to even consider you a threat at this point. Oh, man. So we have some angry crystals heading over here. Well, I think that's just too bad for me. Okay. Well, I'm not going to that star anymore. A crystalline asteroid belt, ultra rich, with a trilithium on it. It's actually a pretty good planet. Alright. Back to chill. I think our next exploration expedition is going to come up, look at this planet, or that star I should say. Look at that star, and then probably come over here. Seeing as we know there's a remnant fleet here as well as there, so that'll limit our expansion in those directions. Bye-bye, little freighter. Can't really do anything about that. I do not have the ships needed to defend against that. So, alright. Why didn't I get a message that was done building? Right, we're going to come over here and get our nano caches. So that's where that's going to be. Alright, good to know. It's actually going to be pretty easy for us to get there. We invade the Cortazine. We'll be right next to their homeworld. Pretty easy. Alright, and then what's up there? Ah, no! Alright. Our next area of research will be the research lab. Alright. Yes, we have already met them. Alright. That is a really interesting shape that it gave us there for our border. I wonder why that's cut out. There's nothing there. Is it cut out because of the remnant fleet right there? I wonder? Weird. That's just bizarre. Okay, this is probably the best combat hero that I know of in the game. I don't know if there's been more added in 1.1, but prior to 1.1, this guy right here was the best in the game for combat. I'll take him. Besides, he's also a Chukk. You know, gotta keep the other Chukk employed, you know. Alright, we have Helium-3, Ultra-Rich Low-G Asteroid Belt, which is pretty nice. The Ultra-Rich part. Right, we're just going to slip back inside our borders so we don't have to... You want soil enrichment. Will you give me research labs? Not without a fight, you won't. We could get fighter bays and plasteel. Or we could get ion beams and solar. Because normally I would get plasteel or solar, and that would determine the other picks. Ion beams are pretty good, though. For early game weapons, they are pretty good. That's a really, really good question. Which one to get? And I'm really not entirely certain. I don't think we're really particularly interested in fighter bays. As I remember, yeah, these ship layouts just are not conducive to fighter bays. Like, we could fit 2 fighter bays on a cruiser, basically. And we could technically fit 3. I wouldn't recommend that. Too fragile if you put 3 on. And it's just, the layout is really poor for trying to stuff a fighter bay on here. Really not that great. So, I don't think we're actually going to get fighter bays. So I don't think we're actually particularly interested in either one of those options, since we're going to be going plasteel. We won't need solar armor because we're going to be using plasteel armor. But it will make it so we do need reactor tech more desperately. Oh, whoops, I forgot to get moving again. I'm really bad at this game. Actually, let's just have you go directly there then. Alright, 3 turns on that. Yeah. What do you have that's interesting? Aeroponic farms. That... I will do that, definitely. Really? 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 Like, he won't accept that. It's 129 over the value of his deal. I'm asking from him. Wow. So, we know he has aeroponic farms, which would just be a godsend. Having that and soil enrichment will be amazing. Definitely want that. Alright, so our asteroid build's actually producing 11 production with one guy, and our home world is producing 20 production with a lot more. Of course, 14 pollution as well, but that's the nice thing about asteroid belts. They don't have to worry about pollution. So, basically, it's producing half the pollution with, what, 1/7? No, 1/8 of the population doing it. Yeah, 1/8 of the population is producing half the production. That is why I say colonies, asteroid belt colonies, are really amazing. Because they are. They are really amazing. Alright, we're actually going to put the soil enrichment above the starbase. Alright, next turn. That is interesting. I wonder if he has a wormhole. Like from here to there or here to there. Makes you wonder. There's a lot of trilithium I've found. Like, that's like, what, 6 trilithium so far? Or 5 or 6? I mean, at +3 strategic speed each. That's gonna be really nice to get all that. That is gonna be really nice. Especially since we're sort of in the center of the galaxy. We're sort of in the center of the galaxy, so being able to move to all sides quickly, maneuver our ships quickly, be a huge help. Not happening. But that means I've now just unleashed a ticking time bomb, and we are going to actually need ships now. So let's look at our current design. And I really don't like this design. let's just start over, people. All right. Cruiser design 101. Let's see here. What? Thank you, Zero. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is absolutely the most beautiful thing I've seen. Oh, glorious. So this is a default. We're just going to start with this and start working it from there. We're going to put on our engines. Oh, I hate not needing this. Oh, I'm gonna have to live with it. Oh, that's hideous. Oh, makes me hurt inside. All right. You know, we're gonna be pretty. You know, I just realized we're really strapped for energy. So, by the way, if you're in this screen, you don't have anything selected. Hold down Control, click on the part you want to put somewhere else, and you'll pick it up. Pick up a copy of it. We're gonna be really strapped for power, actually. So we are going to go with a ammo-based design. This makes me sad. I can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do that. Oh, why? We are going to need point defense weapons, however. And because we have those, we're going to need to have a power capacitor. This is no good place to put these. We are going to need ordnance. It's 660 ordnance. We're draining 4. That should be enough. Arc extended, rapid fire. Of course, we're short on power now. Of course. Well, looks like we're just gonna have to go with the please don't hit my engine compartment build. We actually increase efficiency back here by doing that and making our making our souls hurt. Which actually let us move these back here. Frees us up to do that. Or we could add on more point defense on the sides. Which I think more point defense on the sides is actually the better option here. I mean, honestly, we only need one capacitor. So let's move it there. Move those down there. We only need one capacitor. We're only draining 6, recharging 11. We got 50 storage. We're not going to need more than that. In all honesty, we can get rid of that, actually. We have 1 net power generation. Alright, and we're going to call this the sniper, I guess. Really? Alrighty? Alright, sniper. CK. For Chukk. Alright. Oh, we can even, if we wanted to. Did we do all our ships in this design? That'd be really awesome looking, I think. I think we'll do that. I think we'll actually do that. All our ships are going to be amazingly bright. We're going to go for the whole entire tropical rainforest approach. Don't attack me, I'm super dangerous because I'm super bright colored. Tiny ultra rich. Nice, nice, nice. Ultra rich asteroid belt. Yet another wormhole. Let's go exploring. And subspace anomaly. Dun dun dun. Well, actually, that was a nice wormhole. Let us explore this system and get out of here without these guys killing us. More latinum. So, latinum will actually really help our economy. So, and by helping our economy, it'll help our economy because it'll allow us to get anything we want from other people for credits, basically. Our credit offers in diplomatic relations are going to be amazingly valuable. Because they'll think we're made of gold. Right. And we are one turn out for our next colony ship. Excellent. United Federation needs our help. They're not getting nothing from us. Poor crystals. It'd actually be hilarious if they fought the Masters and the Masters ended up automatically losing. That happens. Actually, I'm not sure which side would win in that setup. I do know that a single unarmed scout ship from an AI empire, when the empire is defeated, I had a single scout. Well, bye-bye exploration frigate. I had a single scout ship from an enemy empire that I defeated. It was sitting there, and it got the remnant tag, right? And it defeated a master battle fleet. And the master battle fleet had multiple cruisers in it. It had, I think it had a battleship class ship in it too. It was a disgustingly big fleet, and it lost to this unarmed exploration frigate. It's like, what do they do? Self-destruct their own ships out of fear? Like, what? I don't understand. Alright, and we actually need to get that other colony ship built, because we need those colonies growing quickly. Just because we need those, I mean, they're not going to be super amazing planets until they get population. The sooner we get people on them, the sooner we get population on them, the sooner they become valuable. So we're just going to have to do that, I think. We actually need him because we're getting invaded. So we need to upgrade all our infantry. Actually, we discovered this. Ah, no! Alright, we discovered this, well, we identified that it should work, and we verified that it would work. That actually works. And you don't need that anymore. So we'll give you a combat knife, and I don't know why, but lately my mouse has been like doing quadruple clicks when I click once. Not sure why. But the order that you set them up here will be the order they'll appear in the battle screen. So this guy will be the topmost guy on our line, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I mean, so technically, actually, we want that guy to be that, that guy to be that, that guy to be that, this guy to be that, this guy to be that. And I wish I could get rid of that. If I can get rid of that. Okay, so laser rifle. Probably a med kit. Alright, and then can we afford to purchase one of these? 716. All those quadruple clicks. So it's going to get here in a couple of turns. Exactly. Alright, so we'll be able to afford that now. Alright, so this should be a pretty easy fight here. If there had been more ships, I would have also launched one of the heroes ships, but don't need to. Kill his exploration ship, please. Really? Wow, okay, so their aim really is bad now. Wow. Wow. I'm actually pretty impressed that their range is that bad now. Yeah, so if you select your ship and hit tab, someone was asking me this in the chat. So if you select a ship and hit tab while you're in combat, you'll see all the modules on it, including enemy. You just have to select the ship and hit tab. So that is the answer. You want to see the modules on a ship? Hold down tab when you have them selected. Alright, so we do have Volfar coming in. They have one cruiser, a bunch of smaller ships. So we're actually gonna, whoa. We're gonna launch you, and we're gonna launch you. Hello, I said launch, there we go. Alright. So we actually have our two heroes and our sniper ship. And that, combined with our starbase, will let us walk all over that fleet coming in. Actually, both fleets coming in. That's a really tiny fleet, lol. That is a nothing fleet. Nothing to be worried of. Alright, let's go ahead and contact. Discuss technologies. I really want aeroponic farms. No. So we're just gonna have to suck it up and play the I'm behind you. Well, that was really bizarre. Why were there two freighters there for one population? Oh, because there's two population there. That would be why. Mystery has been solved. Right. Let's check out our colony here. 5 population. We're going to finish that up. Alright. Here we have a good combat. Alright, so this ship... Yeah, railguns. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure this guy has railguns. Indeed he does. Alright, we're going to go up here. Don't you just love this? Like, he's fitting so much stuff on here besides what he should. So he's actually going to be in front. We want him to take the hits. And then change our behavior to... Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. We're just gonna max range and max range. So we just don't want them to move, basically. Really want that cruiser gone first. It's the biggest ship, therefore the deadliest by default. And these guys... basically little mini cruiser designs. here's why this ship right here is so valuable. All those instant jams, basically. Which means his missiles will never hit us. They just won't. Like, occasionally you'll have jammed missiles hit your ships anyways, but... there you go. That's that. I feel sorry for them. I got the right heroes to defend myself perfectly. You know, sometimes in this game you get trolled, sometimes you troll the enemy. Perfect counter to the early rush. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can do that. Nice. Actually, we're going to put one of you down here in research. We're still producing as much as we can there. And can we actually catch you? Yes, we can. I'm just going to auto-run that. That was not worth playing out. Like, anyone who thinks it is, I'm sorry, but... that ship was too small to even bother thinking about fighting in a actual combat. Oh my. After we defeat these two incoming fleets, we can actually think about invading over here or invading down to the courtesan. We could think about it with these heroes. With those heroes and then two ships, we should be set. Two snipers would be set. Oh, he's backing off. Okay. Alright, another research done. Yeah, we're gonna go, well... I was gonna say we could go super missile defense, but we've got that hero, so whatever fleet he's with is going to be immune to missiles. Which makes me think like we're at most probably gonna have what, three fleets. So I think we'll get more mileage out of the plasma fuel cells. So we actually lost a population here. Alright. Which really isn't that big of a deal. We have fertile. It was only a single population. So, wasn't the end of the world. Alright. Then send you up there. To the other tundra planet. Automated River Bay. Soil enrichment after that. Research lab after the starbase. Ah, and that was an instant research because of our prior... This will be an instant research too, I bet. No, this one will be. One research point. Never mind, it's going to take one research point, guys. Do we want to go with cheesy mass drivers? Which are probably going to be still overpowered, even though I know they've gotten nerfed. We could go for rail rifles, which are pretty good for dealing with massed infantry. Although they get the damage gets reduced against heavy armor, which is sort of a pain. Pulsekins are a big flop. They actually really aren't that useful, unfortunately. We discovered that during our literally green campaign. Unless they got a huge buff, which I don't think they got a huge buff. I highly doubt it. So we're just going to pick up mass drivers. We probably won't use them, but we'll have the option to. Building up some freighter fleets, and then our fleet academy, so that all of our other ships coming out will be more effective at fighting. There, 4 snipers. Alright. We got 1 in space and 3 on the way. Oh, no, don't move, actually. Just stay there. That's what I really meant. Anyways. Confirm! Alright. Automated rover bays, soil enrichment, starbase, research base, trade goods. Data production. We are making... Why are we making so much food? Is it on Shoal? It's on Shoal. So an extra food that's perfectly acceptable. Start getting our research up. We need to catch up on technologies. Pirate incursion. Knows what will we ever do. Alright, I think next episode we'll finish building our snipers and we'll go on the offensive. We're going to take the fight to the Volfar and the Courtesine first. Because I think it'll make most sense to hit here and then just sweep our way around. That'll also give us 2 homeworlds. And Courtesine, after we take those 2 homeworlds and probably this system, it looks like. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After taking those 5 systems, we'll go outward from the Courtesine. So, I think we'll go ahead and stop this recording here, and we'll see you guys next time. I've been Stalwart Pachyderm, and this is Stardrive 2 1.1. My first take at it. Look at those pirates. Those remnants aren't going to be able to catch up to them. But it's really not going to matter anyways. Those pirates won't be able to do much. Alright, take care. See you guys next time.